Mic check 1 2. Boys, I need to do a test real quick because my audio completely messed up. So I need to rev my bike and see if it actually goes in time with the stream. So hang on, let's do a test. Right, let me see if this is working in time. Hang on. Yep, seems good to me. Right, lovely stuff. Okay, we're in the game. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, how are we doing, boys? Why we've got 70 people in here, I have no idea. Oh. Really? We're already... Do we want face cam? Is that going to be something that has to be done every single stream now? I've seen more toe cams than face cams, if I'm honest. I've seen 3 toe cams so far, rather than face. I feel like... I'm not going to be able to do a toe cam anyway, just because I haven't got a mount for my camera, so it would have to be face, unfortunately, to let you guys down. Oh god, hang on. There we go. There we go. Hello. We're back again. Right, we'll do face cam shit. Oh, you're lucky I'm presentable and not sitting here with me, just my underwear on. So here's the deal today, boys. So, as you know, in amongst my many different rants that I've had, not the biggest of OEM fans. However, the list of people that are competing for Great Britain in Nations has come out. So I'm on the list, so I'm gonna kind of have to get used to this. Why is my game so loud? That's disgustingly loud. What is going on? Settings. No, it's on free. That shouldn't be. Hang on, let's turn it down a bit over here. -4 decibels. There we go. So yeah, it's going to be on OEM bikes, so I really haven't got a choice but to try and learn them. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, it's not going to be public lobby stuff at all. It's just going to be me, myself, and I. And the information we've been given is I think that the actual qualifying for the Nations is going to be on the 28th, I think. And it's just going to be on one of the already pre-existing JV GP tracks. So I essentially just have to start practicing a bunch of them. Now, I'm on the Cowie right now, and I'm using the setup that ReaperDoc done a YouTube video about, because that's kind of the only guidance I have so far. Not the best start, not being able to make a small corner. The reason I'm on the Cowie is, in personal opinion, out of the couple of bikes I've tried, the Cowie feels the least different than the old OEMs. It feels the most like the old ones, which I kind of like the feeling of more just from a muscle memory perspective. So we're going to do a bunch of different riding, a bunch of different tracks today, see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too painful. I think it should be okay, and we'll see how it goes. We'll go from there, really. I will say already off the bat, this suspension feels a little bit... I don't know if it's like too hard or if it's just springy, but it feels like really getting hit off of every single bump. It doesn't seem to be absorbing them too much. Oh. What? Why am I able to just wide open on flat ground on a 450? That was 100% traction there. So, not 100% traction there though. Okay, noted. Hang on, I am on a setup, aren't I? Let's have a look. Yeah, mid-soft 80, mid-soft 120, romp for RomperDoc. I'm going to use a lot of fuel. I could try and turn the fuel down and try and focus on like hot laps, but if it's a qualifying race, I don't think there's really much point in just doing hot laps. I'm going to need to learn how to just play the game. I've tried mediums a few times in the past, just over various different, you know, like bike updates, and I just don't see any like positive thing. I don't see anything good about the mediums compared to the mid-softs. I think mid-softs on top for everything. Especially if, so I've got a 120 mid-soft on the rear right now, and you saw in turn 1, I could literally just crank it open and have it wide open, and we didn't slide at all. Oh god, oh god, oh god, you can tell I'm rusty. It's my first time playing bikes today as well, by the way, boys, so you gotta let me warm up a little bit. We'll scrub a little bit, and to be fair, a lot of these tracks that we're going to be playing today, it's going to be my first time playing them since the actual GPs. So not only have I got to try and learn these bikes' handling, I've got to try and learn the tracks again. There's only so far that old memory can take you. Yeah, it's gonna be solo stuff today. It's gonna be no public lobbies. I feel like for my own sanity, I just need to ride around by myself because I have no desire to get involved and try and dodge other people when I'm just trying to make it around the track for now. See, I'm not even getting enough pop off that double to then be able to hit this triple properly. And I used this bike the other night for about 30 minutes, and then I started getting a couple of laps under my belt. They weren't like steamers by any means, they weren't like super fast laps, but I was getting around the track, so that's kind of what I want to aim for a little bit. So I'm going to start off slow, and then hopefully try and slowly increase my speed lap after lap. No Deddy service day. I have no desire to get my shit pushed in constantly by you boys that have already been grinding out the OEM bikes. I'm purely learning stuff for myself today. If there's not been a proper announcement for Nations as of yet, but I think if you haven't been messaged about it personally yet, I have a feeling that you might not be involved in it. Because I know that for the UK at least, for Great Britain, Chicken created a group chat with like 9 or so people that are chosen for it. It's not a case of like invite, it's not just, oh, if you're mates with the admins you're in, it's more so where you placed on the different like seasons throughout the year, Supercross, Outdoors, etc. Just how you place. So if you've done pretty well in lows, you've been invited to take part and do the qualifiers for it. Oh, thank you very much, Smarties. I'm interested to see, I'm hoping that pops up in the alert box and the sounds will work, because I've done a bunch of moving around in my Streamlabs, so I'm hoping that I've not boofed it. I'm hoping the sounds will still come through. There you go, that's what I was trying to do. Although I don't think I've ever hit that from the inside before. There we go, it's working. Thank you very much. No special guest appearance, I'm afraid, Charlie. No representing Team Sweden, your homeland, your home country. Oh gosh, yeah, like, I think I'm going to have to do some suspension tuning as well, because I feel like the back end's pretty unsettled on some of these straights going into these corners. It's getting kicked about quite a bit. I'm not going to do like what I've done on the TM and go and change something every time I crash today, because I still want to get a bunch of muscle memory down. I mean, that is my plan, Cam, is to try for the MXGP class, or try for the open class, whichever one you want to call it. But right now, I don't hold much hope for myself against Aiden, just based on how I'm currently playing. I'm hoping that... I mean, I plan on going for like 2 hours or so in this stream. I'm hoping that by the end of them 2 hours, I won't just be tiptoeing around the track like this. Like, I can't even settle in a rut right now. It feels as if I've gone into like my settings and just completely changed all of my lean stuff, because I'll have the muscle memory of other bikes or factory bikes in my head and go to lean into the corner, and then it just won't give me the result that my brain expects, so it's trying to rewire my brain to learn this new way of turning. So yeah, I'll probably spend like 10-20 minutes on each track and then move on to the next one, so we're constantly adapting. Because I don't want to mistake getting better on the bikes for getting better on the track, just learning the track more. Yeah, but this traction here is crazy, just fully cranked over. Should we try... Oh god, no, I can't try different lines, front end's trying to wash on me. Oh, nice one. Oh, nice one, Bradley, thank you. Now, at least now you guys, when you're looking at facecam stuff, you can see me look over at the chat all the time while trying to ride. Or trying to play, see if I can have a little quick snipe of the stream. I noticed that whenever I try and scrub or whip on these bikes, I feel very detached from the bike. I feel like I don't know where the bike is underneath me. I just have to pray that it gets back in line, which I'm hoping will come to me in time. And the boys have no interest in doing nationals. If that's what you mean by the boys, by the Discord. If you mean the boys as in you lot, I'm just trying to learn the bikes for myself. I just don't really want to be going in servers right now and trying to dodge people or having people bumping into me. Just a nice chilled session of trying to learn these bikes, I think. Oh my god, I've overjumped it. I should not have dabbed the brake. Oh, okay. Springy suspension for the win. Managed to somehow pop up and over that. Oh. Right. I think there's going to be a lot of moments like that where my brain just stops working for a while because I just have no idea what's happened. Oh, there you go. That was semi-fast into that corner. It doesn't get boring when you're trying to learn the game, though. If I was just here saying steamer after steamer, then yeah, by all means it would, and I probably wouldn't be streaming at all, but I don't go into a stream planning on being bored, you know. I have something to do. I've got a goal that I'm trying to accomplish. See, I think we're very slowly picking up the pace. Little bits like that where you've got to be precise and jump into the inside. And also, on these bikes, one thing I've noticed that is huge is the bike standing itself up again in the corners, which I'm trying to work out and get my head around to get it to stop. Because usually I would like the bike to carry on going this way, but it's stopped and stood itself up, so I've gone straight. Right here, it's gone, nah, actually, we want to go this way instead. That's what I'm trying to work out. I believe there's going to be a... there's going to be a fresh OE, I believe, created by JV, yes. However, I don't think the layout's much different to the one we've already got, and I've already seen some people start practicing on OE, so it's going to be an absolute sweatfest, which I'm not a big fan of. But the game is the game, you know, same for everyone. Might just have to go full fin mode and stand up everywhere so the bike doesn't compress the suspension in the corners as much. Yeah, there's no speed involved with me at the moment. We try. Is there anything in this second rut? Yes, okay, I thought it just kind of completely disappeared in the corner, but that's the third one that does that. Stand up all the way through here. Stand up through here as well, why not? Definitely didn't need to go up into fourth gear, just start bogging. I hear noises going on in my ears. Hang on, I'll have a quick look over when I'm in the air here. Sideways look over to the fans. Thank you very much, Stratos.
Ride MXL?
I do, yes. I probably won't be out on the bike until next year, to be honest. We're just getting into winter here in the UK. Oh my... I can't with the muscle memory. Yeah, we're just getting into the bad weather, unfortunately. Oh, thank you very much, Cray, as well. Welcome back.
What's cooking good looking?
So I'm seeing a few different people saying about using different bikes. But I don't even know where to begin, because everything's just going to be new territory for me. I've seen a bunch of people riding the KTM, but every time I've ridden the KTM in any OEM update, not even the most recent one, I've not been able to stand it. I just didn't feel like it was a good bike to ride. It felt very, very stiff. Let's do, and not to mention I've got no settings on it at all. Should we try, I like Sweden as a track, so let me load up Sweden and see how that goes. But I'm open to options. I really, really am. I'm open to trying new things. Do we like the... Hang on. Do we like this, by the way? Got some new... There we go. That's very on brand, isn't it? Got some nice new G Fuel stuff. Let's move that back. Hopefully that's not destroying your ears every time I touch the microphone. Right, so this is the issue I've got. Is what on earth are we changing in here? Or do I just run it stock and be like, you know what, we'll let it ride and then we'll change things as we go to see how it feels. Where we I think I need to be... Oh, I'm already all the way down. That feels quite... Oh, I don't know about the riding position on this. It feels very high up, even though I'm sat all the way down. Right, let's go this way. Let's see what happens. I could tell you in one corner that this thing feels a little bit tanky in the corners. Oh, Isaac, thank you very much, man. I'm planning on buying a PC just to play the game. Is it worth it? I play MX Legends on Xbox. If you've never had any experience with like the PC motocross games before, which it sounds like you haven't, then I think you're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of hours on this, so I would say it's worth it. If you're up for a challenge, that is, because a lot of people, when they move over from games like Legends or Monster Energy Supercross, they do struggle for a while, because this is a... In terms of simulators, it's not the most hardcore sim in the world, but it's a lot more realistic than Monster Energy Supercross or Legends. But I'd say it's worth it. I mean, I've definitely got my money's worth out of a PC on this game. Sorry, I'm just watching the suspension fully compress on me again and stand me up and over the corner. But I know I've gone over a rut here. I don't understand how the front wheel is that bouncy. Like, bouncy enough to ping me up in the air. I've heard a rumour, Harren. I say a rumour, it's your words exactly, that apparently we look quite similar. And I'm not sure if you was just trolling at the time, but if so, that's quite funny. Need a gas? I don't know if I've tried the gas yet. It depends how different it is to the original gases, because I think that was the worst bike in the last OEM pack, was the gas. So unless it's like night and day difference, I'm not too sure. Now, this track looks so much darker without the reshades that I used to use. Oh my lord. It's not turning. Like, I'm pressing my stick. I'm trying to look at my controller input. It's like I'm turning and look how like it goes in a straight line still. Oh boys, this is going to be a painful experience trying to learn all this from scratch again.
It's your boy.
I feel like as well the TM is so far removed from the rest of them, it doesn't feel anything alike, so I can't even use that little bit of TM experience to get the muscle memory down on these ones. Like, they feel so different to each other. I think every single inside route that I've gone for so far, I've gone over. It's so hard just trying to shut your brain off and try and remove everything that you've done for the last 2,500 hours. Yeah, all I ride is the factory bikes because I don't... My opinion hasn't changed, by the way. Like, in terms of just playing the game, I prefer hopping on and riding factory without going down the whole route of trying to shit on these bikes like again and again and again. It's just a personal preference of what I prefer to do. So when I do hop on and I'm doing videos or just playing with friends, those are the bikes I ride. So that's why I'm now trying to learn these, because a lot of the events, at least in terms of the big events, are on these bikes. So I'm kind of stuck in a bit of a shit spot with not being able to ride them. So that's why they feel unfamiliar. I just don't use them. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. I think on the old OEM Honda, I could go along that straight so quickly and just turn it in. But this is kind of the same feeling that I always have on the KTM. It just feels like a tank. Oh, that suspension's hella stiff, and it doesn't turn very well. So that's like, I don't know why people like the KTM so much. But I'll mix things up. I'll try a bunch of different bikes and different tracks. I'll try the Yamaha just because that was kind of the meta bike before, and if they haven't changed the geometry of the bikes really, or too much, they've just changed centre of gravity, then it might feel kind of familiar. We'll see. We'll have a look. Yeah, you're not wrong with that, JD. I know when I slow down, they feel better. The issue I have is I am competing against a bunch of kids that are cracked out of their minds that don't slow down and still go that fast, so I kind of have to try and go fast anyway. So apparently I already have a suspension on this, so I've changed it so the tyres are legit tyre values, and we'll see if the suspension does anything rather than going from stock. I also, boys, I do see when you're writing Husky in chat, you don't need to write it over and over and over again. Oh, we're not turning at all. Interesting. The suspension felt pretty damn good along the pitch straight, but it just didn't turn at all on the flat ground just then. We'll try it for a little bit more and see how she feels. What do you mean? Sherman, you alright? What do you mean calm down? You spammed the same thing like 4 times? And I asked you to not spam the same thing 4 times? I don't understand people like you. I can ask you not to spam in the most calm way, but it's my fault and not yours. Okay. Oh, boys, this is going to be... It's going to be a long stream. It's going to be very, very painful. Quality hasn't happened yet, Ginger. It's just not open to everybody, is all. So there's like a select list of people that get to go to the quali. So there's like 3 in each group. But a lot of it's based on where you positioned throughout the championships this year. So if you haven't really been about, I don't think your name got put into it, if that makes sense. Let me get rid of that suspension, because it's not... I don't think it's helping me at all. Let me just do my usual shit, what I do, take a bit of pressure out. We'll keep this as 23, we'll leave it stock and see how it feels, and then we'll kind of move forwards from that point. One thing that I have an issue with on these that is really affecting how I play is I feel like I can't go around inside ruts so much to the point where I just choose to miss them out completely and I just go outside everywhere, which obviously is not the fastest way around the track. But I've just never felt so useless at a game before in my life. I think even on day 1 I was going better than this. Use the bank over here. I think that was the fast line. It's taken off on the bank, so you stay a little bit lower. Right, slow it down over the bumps. Still can't get turned into the corner. Even when I'm trying to go slowly. Let's triple our way to the inside. A little bit too far. Keep her going. Can't remember the last time I've had to concentrate this much just to get around a track. I'm going to go far outside here. I'm staying way away from that inside rut that's giving me so much grief. I just want to get a bit of smoothness back into my riding, because I feel like I take every corner in 3 different turns. I feel like I turn in, the bike stands up, and then I've got to turn again, rather than just doing it in one smooth arc. Oh, God. Just want to see what the bike's doing underneath me, because in terms of that feeling of just being detached, I don't feel... So when I've done this whip here, I don't feel that the bike comes back round straight. I still feel like the back end's a bit out, and I want to see if that is actually the case. That's so weird. The way that back wheel comes back down rather than being a circle, it just flops straight back down, which means that my front wheel's turned. I wonder what... I don't know what to do with my, like, rider's body in that position. That's very odd. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do I find? I mean, I saw a lot of people trying to try this gas out now. We'll give it a go since it's reworked. We'll change tracks as we go as well. What's Portugal? Oh, I wasn't a fan of that Portugal track. That's the one race of the year that I really struggled a lot on in the old GP series. I like a bit of Lommel. I'll try Lommel out. Oh, thank you very much, Frizzy. We've got that. Aidan, Robin, Jonathan, Fatty Mate. That's convenient that Matty got one off of a Frizzy gift. And Tyler as well. Lovely stuff. We're on a sand track here, aren't we? So we'll go sand and we'll go sand again. Just save that. Oh. 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 I'm not sure if I like the sound of that. That's getting swapped out if I end up vibing with the bike. Okay, I was just checking I was actually on sand tyres there. I don't even know what I'm making this. It feels so heavy.
Can I get a...
Please turn.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Who's this? Oh, Dylan, welcome, my man. Thank you very much. God, it feels so heavy. This is hella slow. Alright, let me... I want to try this on a non-sand track to see if that's just how they all feel, or if that is just the gas being meh. What should we do it on? Let's do... Czech Republic, maybe? I feel like Czech Republic's a good track. Yeah, that felt awful. Like, really bad. The thing is, boys, when you're saying, like, just when you just say change this, like, to what? I don't know what to change it to. When you're just saying change something. Like, I know I need to change something, that's my issue. I need to change something. If I knew what I needed to change, I would have done that already. Oh my goodness. And I rode this track on the Cowie the other night actually, and I had some solid laps in me. So we can see how this how the gas feels in comparison to that. Yeah, yeet, hit the big step down. Oh my god, oh my god. Hold on, doer. I don't think I'm making this inside. Oh, I went over it a little bit. It's fine, we survived. Oh, we're oversteering. Track slapped on sim. Yeah. Not really been enjoying sim lately. Hopped on it today to make a video and I just can't go in a straight line. Same as this game now, to be fair. Oh, hang on, let me Cam sent me something. What on earth? What have you sent me? What on? You're gonna make me download something and close and open my game? Hang on, let's go. I'm gonna move this over in case you get sealed in my midget porn that I've been downloading. Oh, that's good. That's a nice setup. That is. I don't really want to keep opening and closing my game to drag setups over. I'll keep going. Yeah, basically. I'm not getting much of telling me what I've done wrong there, rather people than just saying like agreeing, or that was weird. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I feel like I get a lot of very unpredictable moments happening on these. I want to try and do everything I can do before I go as far as changing my actual like, in-game leaning settings, because I've used them for so long and across so many different bikes. And it would just, I think it'd feel so weird to change now just for one set of OEMs. Whereas I can ride the factory ones absolutely fine on them, so I don't really want to have to keep changing like in-game settings back and forth all the time to make bikes feel a certain way. I'd rather just try and get the muscle memory down on them. I'm doing a lot of oversteering at the moment, so I need to try and physically tell myself to start standing the bike up sooner, because I feel like it stays leant over for longer. Oh, completely missed that one though. So I think the biggest takeaways are it just feels like there's delay in both the turning in and turning out of corners. So I don't turn in soon enough because there's the delay when I move, and then I turn too much because when I go to stand the bike up, it's still turning. So it's just having to do stuff earlier than I would usually do. I don't like the delay at all. It just feels like if anyone's played Rocket League on both PC and console, it's like when you go from PC to console, it's just a massive input delay on your controls. It feels horrible. I'll go outside here, because I can't turn off flat corners. We'll just make sure that we're banking off something all the time. What I will give these bikes credit for, which I've said a few times, to make sure that I'm just not hating on them constantly, is the suspension when you overjump things now. They handle OJs much better than they used to. So I can recognise that feels better, and turning on hills is a lot better than it used to be as well. It's everything in between that I'm trying to work out. Oh my goodness. Riding the front wheel into the corner. So I want to make sure that it's not placebo and see if this is a common thing. Does engine braking just not exist on these now? Because the amount of times I feel like I overshoot corners that I would usually make. So do they just not have any engine braking anymore? I mean, I could always try running like a shorter gearing, I suppose, and then banging down the gearbox that way, if that's actually the case. But it really goes against my my playstyle. I used to do a lot of coasting over braking bumps and let the engine do it, because it would be a more controlled way of slowing the bike down than actually braking on the rough stuff. I think they really reduced it. Seems less, okay. I'm glad it's not just me feeling that, because that's something that's thrown me off a lot, especially on downhill sections. Usually I feel like I could charge down hills and just get slotted into the ruts, but I feel like a lot of the time now, even if I'm changing down the gearbox, I just kind of run on at the bottom. Just like watching to see what I've done, to see if I can learn anything for it, or if I just need to take it for what it is. I mean, if I landed with my front wheel still turned there, I could get it, but I'd straighten the bike up by the time I'd come in for landing. I mean, I guess it's a lot of weight coming down, but I think, I think the bike landing there, even though my weight's kind of coming this direction, I feel like the suspension should be able to absorb that, and then I keep running on this way a little bit. I don't know if I agree that the front end should knife that hard there that quickly. They're just things I'm trying to get my head around, so I feel like those sort of crashes come out of nowhere, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I need KYB. I do need some sort of suspension going on, yeah. It could just be where the forks are bottomed out, so there's no travel left, so it's turned the handlebars instead. Yeah, not too sure. Venus has been sent in DMs. Before I do anything, is it okay with me applying it on stream so people can see it here, or would you like me to take the screen off before I put it on? Because I done one of Reaper's the other day and he just asked if I could hide it. As long as I give Dylan the credit. Right, everyone, when I do really badly in a second, we all have to blame Dylan. Oh, you run a 90 on the front. Okay. Interesting. Now this is for a KTM. However, I believe that the gas and the KTM aren't... Well, I think the gas is just a KTM in red clothing. So we'll see how this feels. One thing that does concern me is just how differently, or how far apart these settings are from stock. Like, there's a lot of clicks difference in these. That's fine. I'll probably leave the gearing the same because I don't mind the gearing as it is, but I think geometry is one of the biggest things, isn't it? That's 24, wrong way, 156. That bike's hella long. Gonna keep it on aggressive for now. I don't feel like I'm wheel spinning too much on this one. Right. Let's do that. Why have I been added in the MX Bikes server? That's fine. Get rid of that. Lovely. Alright, let's try this bad boy out. Did I just put medium 90 on? Mid-soft 90. I'm on medium. Thank you. I don't want medium 90. I'll try mid-soft. 90 on the front end. Is 80 or 90 grippier? Alright, see how this goes. I don't want to... I'm going to just try and chill out a little bit. Oh, that was a little bit bouncy down that hill. I'll blame it on the braking bumps. We'll try and start off slow and we'll ease our way into it. Try and pick up speed. No engine braking at all there. So I either need to change down to first gear or I need to physically try braking a little bit more. I can smell burning. So either my PC's about to explode. Hang on. It's warm, but it's not on fire warm. Or one of my neighbours is doing a bonfire, which is hella annoying. Yeah, if the stream suddenly ends, my PC's set on fire, which wouldn't be the end of the world. End my pain and suffering, wouldn't it? This isn't a complaint, by the way. I want to explain what I'm feeling, which is why I keep pausing things. When I take off this jump, I'm leaning my bike to the right-hand side. Well, leaning my ride to the right, so I feel like when I take off here, you can see I'm leaning, I feel like the back end should come out to the side and kind of whip around. But what's happening is it's coming out, and then it's going straight back down underneath me, which is messing up how I'm landing. So instead of kicking out and whipping, it's just going straight back underneath. And I feel like that motion right there,
Hi,
of it
welcome
going
to
straight
Chili's.
underneath me, feels so unnatural to me that I don't expect it, and it just throws me off. That's not me complaining, by the way, or saying that bike's shit. That's me saying how it feels. It feels weird, which is what I'm trying to adjust. I definitely feel like the back should slide out a little bit there. No engine braking is driving me insane. I've been riding the factory bikes. Yeah, they're so different. They really are. It's very difficult to hop off of one to another. Like, I'm completely having to try and change the way to ride. The other big leap for me to try and go over right now was trying to work out which one of the OEMs I like the most or feel the most comfortable on, and then trying to further improve that bike with a setup. Because with all these bikes feeling different, it's always going to be a bit difficult. But I feel so slow, man. Even if I then suddenly get laps under my belt that count, I feel so slow going around the track. And like that right-hander right there, that wasn't one corner. I hit that in about 3 or 4 different turns because the bike just never settled for me. So I feel like I've sat down, then I've turned once, the back end's kicked a little bit there, so then it straightened me up. Then the front end's gone over it, so it's turned again, and then it's turned. And then the back end's compressed again, so it's bounced me up. That's where I'm really struggling, is trying to just be consistently getting around the corners, or doing them in a smooth way. Because I feel like the way I've always played every game is trying to do it as smoothly as possible. And that's gone from me right now. I feel so all over the place. Ah. I don't operate in freedom units, I'm afraid, Mr. Round. I don't know what 0.7 bar equates to.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Oh, thank you very much, Carl. Cool to see your face. What a stud you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me try. Does anyone know... I know, like, the pivot points, for example, on the KTM and the gas are the same, I believe. Let me see. Let's see if the tyres move right here. Drum roll. Still drum roll. No, they move slightly. Okay, so they're not exactly the same. They are different. Is bar not freedom units? I use PSI. What do Americans use? I swear Americans use bar. Bar's metric. Oh, I have no idea then, boys. No, I swear I've played with some Americans that use bar. I swear I have. Because, no, hang on. Because, is it different in different parts of the US? Because I used a skill setup before, and I had to change my settings in-game to bar because skills had bar, and skills is from the US. Unless he's just been a bit weird. Yeah, I've always used PSI. Like, always. See that Jackson uses bar as well. If you was to give me a unit of measurement and tell me if it's imperial or metric, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like, genuinely. I just use what I'm used to using all the time. So this is Reaper Doc's setup that he's got on the old YouTubes on the Cowie. Although yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it? If a game made by an Italian uses whatever metric he is used, I guess his country would use. Again, I mean, so far in terms of like the cornering, so far I like the Cowie the most because it feels the least different to the old ones. But I don't know if that's just me trying to hold on to what I've got, or it's better trying to learn one of the more different bikes and maybe it'll make me faster in the long run. I have no idea. Engine braking is really killing me down that hill. Or lack of engine braking, I should say. No engine braking. Please. Jesse, Leaf. Please, can we get some sort of engine braking back? I beg. God. Is the Cowie a lot slower than the gases? I feel like I'm hitting things at kind of the same speed and I'm just not going anywhere. Oh my god, I didn't want to scrub that hard. How have I survived that? Hey, I know engine braking on... I don't know, I'd say I agree. Yeah, I know I've got a 250 rather than a 450, but if I bang that bad boy down in second gear going into a corner, it lets me know about it. Never ridden a 450 IRL, so I couldn't tell you what's right or what's wrong. I'm pretty sure if I turn my speedo on in game, I'm probably going at least 30-40 miles an hour into these corners, and I feel like if you're doing that speed in second gear, there should be some engine braking involved, which would definitely help my cores out a lot when it comes to slowing down for some of these corners. Let's try first gear. No. Just wonky. Reaper says the engine braking hasn't changed. Well, I don't know about that. It might, I mean, there's a chance that it might not have changed full stop, but then other changes that they've made to the bikes has affected it. And hug the inside here. Okay, that was nice. That was smooth. Up on the pegs. Right hand side, so we can go double. That's not very smooth. Careful. Take it gentle. Lower front tyre pressure. I mean, I've already gone down one. I'm not sure what we're meant to be achieving by doing it. I don't know if I want more grip or less grip, if I'm honest. Because sometimes the tyre will slide, and then other times it'll climb up the inside rut, so there's no I'm not getting a happy medium. Oh, fourth gear is not the move in that corner. I want third. Bang it down into first gear. Now, see, now I'm too slow. Yeah, give me a nice in between. I keep going too far one way or too far the other. Careful. Just don't hit the handlebars on any of the inside ruts and we'll be fine. Just going to stay away from the inside ruts for now until I get some muscle memory down. I'll even go outside up here, see what this is like. All the way to the top. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't think we're meant to take that like a whip section. Yeah, is the Cowie just slow? Because I feel like in a straight line I'm barely moving anywhere now. But like, if I was to hop on the TM in a straight line, oh my god, that thing's like a rocket ship. Or can suspension make that much of a difference to your straight line speed? I don't think it does. Oh, we'll try an inside rut. Oh my god, we've done it. Not two in a row, surely. Surely not. Oh, two inside ruts in a row. I'm a change man. Well, that was an issue with the last OEM pack that I found, that if you change down in the air, so for me I use like auto clutch, so I've not got to hold the clutch in while changing, it does it for me. But yeah, I found that was an issue on the last bikes. If I downshift in the air, if you didn't then blip the throttle a little bit to like get it going again, then you'd have no engine braking. But that seems to be the case all the time now for me. Is there just no engine braking full stop? So it is that same sort of feeling that I used to have on the old ones. Have I just made it through a lap without crashing? No. No, I haven't. Lap's not going to count now. Just, I'm looking at my controller input. It's definitely to the right. This is the muscle memory that's going to kill me, because I feel like when I start leaning here, look, how do I explain this? I mean, I've got a cursor. I can try and explain it with the cursor on screen. So let's go even slower. So I'm leaning already, but the bike's still going that way. It's that little delay there that's killing me. That I'm trying to get my head around. I need to start leaning sooner, because if the bike went with the rider when the rider started leaning, because I've not leant on the right stick there. This isn't me moving my body. This is where I've started turning, and the rider's gone. There's that massive delay where the bike still carried on going straight that I'm trying to just reprogram. Carrie's got 5 less horsepower. Are they that shit? Alright, let me mix things up a little bit. I'm glad you agree with that, Willie, because I'm going to drive myself nuts with this. It's so hard to remove from my head and try and turn much earlier than usual. We'll try the Husky up. Yeah, I feel like it's on a mission to go in a straight line a lot of the time. Oh, let's try Argentina. It's meant to be one of the easier tracks. It's very wide open, so we shouldn't have to do too much slowing down in the tight stuff. Should I bring up what I will say about the setup that Cam sent me is the geometry felt okay. So we'll try this again. Although the bike did feel a little bit on the long side. But we can always put it back to standard if I don't like it. 6, 6, 1, 5, 6. Let's go aggressive. Right, let's give this bad boy a shot. I noticed that whatever skin this is that I've got downloaded, I'm not sure if you can see that well on the stream, but the handlebars, or the bar pad, is not the right bar pad. It's got like a Norm of a Husqvarna logo in there when it's got a Renthal bar pad on it. Right, let's try this bad boy out then. I would love if to like the Husky, because the Husky was my thing in 2022. So yeah, it'd be nice if it felt good. First thing, without even going into replay right now, within half a lap, it feels like I've got the whole shot device on constantly. I feel like it's stuck with the whole shot device down. I feel like the front is just so low. That's without... This is literally my first time trying this bike as well, since the new update. It's not going into replay or anything. It just feels like I'm forwards. It feels super heavy on it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Well, now we can see if I was correct in that. Come on, out the pits. Right. Oh, actually, that is... Oh my god! What? Upset. This is stock and just turning in a flat turn. Look how far that's compressed. No wonder it feels low. Stiffen them. I really do. I've got to stiffen them bad boys up. Holy moly. Wasn't sure how I feel about that 90 on the front, so I'll switch that up and turn that down a little bit. You boys are going to have to walk me through this. How on earth do I stiffen this bad boy up? Increase preload to stiffen the suspension and reduce sag. That sounds like a good place to start. So we'll crank that up by a few clicks. Increases the spring stiffness in the last part of it. Sure, let's do that a bit. Want it to be a bit stiffer at the end. The last 2 or 3 videos, Swagger, is when I started doing the face stuff. Affects how quickly the fork extends. You know, I've not noticed it being an issue in the actual compression or the rebound. It just feels like it's sat super low. So we'll do that a little bit. But also, now you can see the disappointment on my face when you spam the same thing in chat over and over again, because there's still no need for it. I have found the issue when you tend to go a little bit too stiff on the front low is it skips across the top of the bumps rather than absorbing them at all, so it turns like very icy. Oh, yeah, if there's any bike I would like to be good on, it's this. That is so slippery. I was about to say, that makes sense. So it's like, I feel like this bike is very slippery, even though we're on the same tyres. But the Cowie felt like I had perfect one-to-one traction all the time. But if the Cowie's got 5 horsepower less, then that would make sense. 2 up on the spring as well. Try that. Can I make the rear sag a little bit? Preload, sorry. I'll turn it down a little bit. So hopefully if the bike's squatting a little bit more, we might get some more traction out of it. The Nations qualifying is on the 28th. It's kind of an invitational, but not really. It's all just based on where you placed and how you rode throughout the year. So you'll get a message about it if you're part of it, or if not, you're not, unfortunately. I don't think it's just open to everyone this year. think this corner right here is one of the more difficult ones on these bikes for me, where it's like little choppy bumps. Hitting that little flat track bit on the inside's the fastest. Let's try and go to the outside here. Trying to turn on those bumps on the inside is hella sketchy. Try and hit the big boy line coming out this corner, shall we? Nope, oversteered, so I couldn't get lined up for it. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this bike, if I'm honest. There's something feels a bit off about it for me. It's like it'll slide and then it'll grip, and then it'll slide and then it'll grip, so it means it's constantly moving about underneath me. Try and find that nice middle ground where I'm getting traction. I haven't given the Dookie much love yet. Does anybody enjoy the Suzuki Outdoors, or is it a bit of an L? Liking the Fantic. Suzuki looks amazing, not sure performance-wise. Very hit or miss, like it or hate it. Love 250. Not much of a straight answer there on the Dookie 450. That's a shame. I tried the Fantic. I've seen a few people saying they like the Fantic. What we got to do? MX-1... Where is it? It's at the top, isn't it? Should I do... By the way, look how many samples G Fuel sent me, by the way. Like, ridiculous amount. Plus these. All these as well. I don't know what flavour to go for. I feel like this is like my my plug of the stream. So we've got strawberry banana, which I don't really want to try because I don't like banana in real life. We have got hype sauce, which I guess is like raspberries and lime, which actually tastes quite nice. I've had one of those. We've got Jev's Raging Gummy Fish flavour, which I also enjoy. We have got watermelon. We've got two watermelons. We have got blue ice, which is like, I don't know if it's blueberry or if it's like raspberry. Doesn't say. We have a literal PewDiePie flavour. That's all it says. It just says PewDiePie, which is cherry, which is also quite nice. And then we've got Shiny Splash, which is lemon and blueberry. And then we've got another strawberry banana. What am I thinking is the question. Do I even have enough water? Haha. I do. So, I also have another shaker cup because massive W from G Fuel. And I'm not even going to rinse it out. It can taste of the PewDiePie flavour. Actually, I'll do PewDiePie while I'm at it. Let's fill some water in this bad boy. We'll do some PewDiePie. I need to do up to... Where are we going? Up to the 12, 16 ounces mark. And that'll do. That's fine. What I'm not excited about is when I'm going to shake this in a second, and then you guys are probably going to be hella sus and clip it and take it out of context. Because I'm just going to be under the desk, like that. So, we'll check. We'll see how that goes. Oh my god. This is my second one of the day of these, so if I'm buzzing a little bit, you know why. No sugar, but 140 milligrams of caffeine, which I think is the same as a Red Bull. Come on, you bastard, get up. Right, that can go over there. This is where we get a bit sus. We're ready. We're ready. We could do it under the table, hang on. Shake it up. That's fine. Actually, I'll do it away from the mic because it's probably quite loud. Oh, you can still hear it. Fuck it, it's fine. We'll get some. Hang on, we'll get some G Fuel ASMR all up inside you. Fantic is one of the best out of the new OEMs. I'll try it. No, as part of my like ambassador stuff for G Fuel, I'm actually not allowed to use this in an irresponsible way. So they've literally said like no dry scooping, no chugging it or anything like that. You actually have to do it responsibly. I've never tried like the hydration ones only. Hang on. There we go. Hang on, I've got to make sure the logo's facing towards the camera as well. But it's nice. I actually quite enjoy it. It's just a shame because I feel like, yeah. I mean, it's not a shame. If it didn't have, if it had no caffeine, I'd probably just chug them all day. If the Fantic's got a bad front end, I don't even know if I want to hop on it, because that's exactly the same issue that I had with it in the last beta. A bit warm now. Hang on. Oh, let's turn the fan on. Oh, fan's on. We should be cooling down. Ah, it's much nicer. Get a cool breeze on my head. I don't think I have a setup on this bad boy at all yet. Try the 90 front. Take some PSI out. It's fine. Oh, does it do the whole handlebar wobble thing? Where it's just like glitching side to side constantly. Oh, this will be fun then. Let's see how this goes. She's definitely grippy. Much grippier than the Husky was, I can tell you that much in one corner. Oh, suspension's a little bit on the stiff side. I actually like it more than the Husky so far. Then we got two battles that we're doing here. One is just riding it on a completely flat track. With no idea how these things handle like deep rough stuff. I don't know. I know it could be a 450 versus 250 thing, but when I done this race for GPs on the 250, you can get cranked over in this corner, sat down, by the way, not stood up, and just row the piss out of it. But it's... I don't know what it is about these. It's constantly standing itself up over and over and over again. And I know full well it's to do with the suspension compressing and then releasing, but it's like... Is there a way of winning? It's just constantly bouncing up and down, which is straightening itself up all the time. Yeah, I think the Husky dreams are dead. It did not feel very very natural at all. Oh, it's really annoying because I really did enjoy that Cowie, but it feels so bloody slow. So I'd love the Fantic to feel nice. I just need a way of making it feel better. I'm guessing it can just be to do with like stiffening the preload. I wish, by the way, Perboso, why have you given us explanations of like everything except the spring? Because people keep telling me to change the spring, but I've never touched spring in my life, so I have no idea what on earth I'm meant to be doing on it. Should we do the tried and tested technique of just pressing a load of random buttons and seeing how it feels? Seems like a good place to start. When in doubt, pray and hope. Oh my, she's tracking. That feels better. Didn't get a weird kick off of that double. It might just be might be luck. I might have hit a slightly different bump than last time. That one was a little bit skippy, but you have to give it some leeway if I'm trying to turn on braking bumps. That corner felt a lot better. Hang on a second, boys. Hang on a second, boys. Careful on the inside. Oh, little sketchy. Even more sketchy. Oh, now I feel like I'm not moving forwards anywhere. Jesus Christ. I've never struggled so much in S-turns as I have on these bikes. It's just that motion of getting the bike leant over from one direction to the other direction feels horrible. She's tracking on the flat corners though. Like hella traction. I don't want to go too high in this corner because when you get inside that little pocket it gets hella sketchy. What was that? My back end just stayed out, it didn't want to come back. That's what I mean about being detached from scrubs. I feel like I'm never like joined to the bike. I feel like the bike goes and does its own thing and I just chill. I didn't think that whip was coming back round. Just got to completely rewire the brain. What if I make a brand new Steam account? So all of my 2,500 hours are gone.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
That means the muscle memory is erased and we'll start again from scratch. New YouTube channel. New everything. I can put on a voice changer, I'll wear a wig or something like that. Honestly, if I don't improve from this in how long have I got? I've got 12, 13 days until nation qualifying. If I'm still wobbling around like this, I'm just not going to bother. There's really no point. The gearing on this is weird. I feel like it revs out in third really easily, and then fourth, I shift up to fourth, and it just doesn't pick up.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Yeah, lots of chilies. Thank you very much, people. Oh my, oh, we're alive. I feel like so far I've always had an issue, like a different issue with each bike. So this one actually tracks really nicely and sits in the corners quite well. But it's the leaning from one side to another that feels like super twitchy. And also the whips on small jumps. I feel like the bike just falls out from underneath me. Like that wobbling there. I don't understand what that was. Oh, I'm hoping I'll get there slowly. I really, really do. You know what it feels like, which I don't know if everyone will understand it, because I know not all of you play Sim, is it feels like if I've gone on Sim and I've just changed my levelling by like a shit ton. So the bike just stays leant over, doesn't want to come back up. I tried the KTM already, Doug, and I'm just not a fan. Even with the setup that people are giving me. I've never liked KTMs on this game, ever. I think, actually, no, that's a lie. I think the last KTM I liked was like beta 16-ish KTM. Yeah, I didn't like the 17s at all, didn't like the 18s. I just stay stood up everywhere all the time. I've become thin. I just stand up everywhere. Custom pit board is attached to the bike skin, so Chicken made me this skin back when I was semi-decent in the game and I had a red plate still. I have no idea how you change it. You'll have to ask him that question, I'm afraid. Yeah, the pit board is all part of the bike skin. I don't think I've had a lap count yet either. I think I just keep going off the track all the time. You bastard. Gosh darn it. You know, it's a very odd thing to do, by the way, boys, is asking about YouTube ad blockers whilst watching a live stream of someone who relies on YouTube ads to make a living. It's a very interesting way of going about things. Oh. Okay, so the front wheels come off the ground there, which is fair enough if it starts getting a bit sketchy. Ah. Holy. That's what I mean, like, Fantic feels good 70% of the time, and then 30% of the time it's doing some wonky shiz.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Now, I'm going to throw this out there, because I saw someone mention that Troy really likes the Fantic 450. And I love Troy, he might even be in the stream right now, I know he pops in all the time, so this is not meant to be a dig. That bike would feel very good on stock tracks. Hands down, that bike would feel great on stock tracks. But in the rough stuff for GPs, I'm not so sure. Right, let's try Dookie. I don't want to do sand tracks just yet. We'll go to Erne. May as well. That's what we're practicing for at the end. Finish my G field. Oh, God. Getting a bit of a dry throat. Let's try 120. Apparently I've already got a setup on around it. Oh God, I remember why I didn't like this track now. Trying to turn from left to right that sharply on these is a no-go. Front flip! Go again. Holy shit, just turn when I press turn? So delayed. Similar thing. No. I need to have a look at where that tyre is in replay. That felt so low. It doesn't look low. Does that look very compressed to you at the front? Because it feels very compressed. Like it felt super compressed. It feels like the same as the Husky did, where it feels like it's sitting super low at the front. And I don't even know, is that necessarily a bad thing? Because I feel like we've removed the realism aspect of this game by this point when it comes to values and settings. So is setting a bike up in a realistic way even the fastest way anymore? Or do you need some wild and out there settings? I'll say this thing scrubs nicer than the other ones I've tried so far. It feels like I'm attached to the bike.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Now we'll go for the big boy line for the fans. Yeah, yeet. Oh, we've gone too far. Oh my lord, that turned tight. Right, let's try out the engine braking down this hill. Oh, there's nothing. Let's go very slowly down there now. Uh-oh. 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 There we go. Fixed it. I'll counterlean in flat corners, but if you counterlean in ruts at all, the bike just turns itself up when you go nowhere. That's what makes the bike wobble a lot, is sitting down and counterleaning. Can we get the quad on this bad boy? Kind of. Close-ish. Yeet. Oh, can hit the split lane like in real life. Love that. I don't actually know if I've tried the Honda yet. I mean, we'll probably work our way through most of the bikes today. Don't see any reason why not. Oh my god, why has the back end gone to the right? Oversteering's doing me dirty as well. Let's try the outside here. I look American. How does someone look American? Because I did see someone comment saying I look very British. Now, unless you're just saying that I've got terrible teeth, I get it. But I'm not sure what the differences are, really. I haven't punched a hole through my wall yet, so that's when I become full American. I haven't got any Monster Energy logos dotted about. Please just grip. Oh my god. Don't know. Well, I don't know.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, God. Nah. Nah. I think all bikes feel good until they don't. Well, they feel bad until they feel good. Should be the other way, because there's more bad than good for me right now. Yeah, no broken drywall in the house just yet. I'll try the Honda, since someone mentioned it. I just want to... Like, I don't want to hop on the bike and all of a sudden all my problems are fixed. I just want it to feel, like, comfortable. That's all I want. And then from there I can work on progressing. You're asking the wrong person, Dylan. I don't know. If it was up to me, which it's not, I would open it up to every kind of bike, rather than being stuck one way or the other. Is this a custom setup? It is a custom setup, so I think this is the setup that I used to use at the back end of GPs. So it'll be nice to see if this translates over. No, busy. I'm busy. Close the door. Thank you. I'm live streaming, mate. Oh, I just got a gift. I don't know if you saw my dad there on the camera. What did we get? Hang on. Just trying to hide his face rather than trying to hide mine. What have we got? Oh! I'm sorry if this is rustling in the microphone, by the way. So this, if you didn't know, goes here. I'm not going to do that now because I reckon that will absolutely make a hell of a lot of noise. So we'll leave that there. We'll carry on. Papa Lynn's just might have got some stream time. Right, let's see how this goes, see how she feels. Oh, fuck. Do you still do? Not really. I've not looked at the one-on-one streaming list or training list for a while now. It's just the whole situation's a little bit awkward, you know? Me jumping into calls with random people that I've not spoken to before. I've only done one of them. My mic is a Shure... I can always get it the wrong way around. It's either an MV7, I think it is. Shure MV7 microphone. It's USB. USB. You can either do USB or you can do XLR. And I think a lot of people online say that the USB is the better option for it. I was just trying to find ways of making the mic, like, the quality just be a little bit crisper, a bit more clear, so even though it's already got the, I guess, a pop filter built into the end of it, I thought if I have another one that goes onto my arm, it should be alright. And this mic arm, by the way, best investment I've made in terms of setup. This mic doesn't turn. Yeah, this. Very sorry to break your ears, but this is the best thing I've invested in. Because I used to... Where is it? I used to use this bad boy. You should have the mic sat like in front of me here, so it's just in the way of the keyboard and mouse all the time. The arm is unbranded, so I couldn't tell you the answer to that, I'm afraid. Yeah, boys, the Honda doesn't turn in ruts, so we're gonna move away from the Honda. I think I just googled like MV7 compatible boom arm into Amazon and it came up, and we got, hang on, I can move this, can't I? Oh, there you go, you're coming with me. So we've got like this thing here in the microphone, which kind of like suspends the whole thing, so when he like taps on the desk at all like this, it kind of absorbs it. It's like a suspension for it. So there we go, move this back. Yeah, that'll do. See, I just wanted to make it clear and have like less interruptions. Tried the RM. Should I try? I don't know. Thing is, I really like the Cowie, but it feels so slow, which is I think is why I like it. The TM was okay. Not TM. The Fantic was okay. No, I've not got a PO box, Doms. That's it. I was using the Cowie with your setup as well, Reaper, and it feels nice. But you can even in a straight line, like you can feel how slow the bike is in comparison to the others. I tried the KTM a little bit on the GP of the Czech Republic, and it was meh. It was no bueno. But I mean, I'll honestly, I'll probably give all these bikes a bit more time off camera as well. What track did I do for this? Argentina. We'll use this same setup again and see if it feels nice. Let's spin some laps. Let's get the TM. Why do I keep calling the Fantic the TM? I just want some... I'd like the Fantic to feel nice. In the last OEM pack, it definitely felt fast, but it always struggled with some front-end issues. So if I can find a suspension that works on it, could be golden. Very good on the flat stuff. It's yeah, just the rough stuff for now that it struggles with a bit. It got over the quad a little bit easier than the Suzuki did. Turn, please. I fucking beg that the bike turns. Oh, man. I just don't want to start being super negative. I'm trying to take it all on the chin a little bit and try and work things out, but it's like, how far over do I have to have the bike lent for it to start turning, rather than it still going straight? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Hurren Compound's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. I think it's cheaper these days than it used to be. I think he lowered the price. I think something that's very annoying for me is I feel like I could happily just load the game and just ride around on these bikes and just get around the track. But the thing that's like constantly in the back of my mind is knowing that I have to compete against other people, and other people are like really good in these and enjoying them. So it just adds a whole extra level of like stress that's probably not needed. That's the thing, I don't want to go and start changing my actual in-game settings just for a couple of bikes when the last 2,700 hours that I've played have been on the same settings, and no matter what bike updates have come out, I've been fine and adapted to them okay. And especially if I'm doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of factory bike series at the moment too. I don't want to have different settings for those bikes, or I don't want to have to keep changing back and forth between settings all the time, depending on what bike I'm using. Which I don't think you should have to. I think if you have a set of settings, they should for the most part work across everything. So that's why I'm trying to get my head around it, trying to go into replay when I crash to work out what on earth is wrong. But unfortunately, a lot of the time, I'm not coming up with many answers. I did not mean to be in first gear there, so we'll scrub this and go triple, and then hopefully triple again. Yep. Hey, I'll take that. Billy Bolt's a handsome man. The mustache game isn't quite as strong as Billy's is, but I can't grow a beard to save my life, so usually it just ends up being a mustache. What the fuck? It usually just ends up being a stash rather than the beard at all. So that's a bit of an L. I wish I could grow one full-on beard, because I'd love to rock one. Oh, it's just the rear end bouncing too much and skipping bumps out. Yeah. I know. I'm kind of lost at the moment, to be honest, lads. I thought that I'd start getting like a little bit of momentum going, to be honest. But it does not seem to be happening. Let's try. I'll go back to the KTM since so many people seem to be swearing by it. I hear what you're saying, Yorkshireman. I generally do, and I appreciate your advice. But I disagree. I do disagree. When you counter lean in ruts, the bike just stands itself up again. So you just end up like wobbling all over the place. It's really, really frustrating. If the KTM's bad on flat corners, but it's good in ruts and bumps, then I'll take it. Because there's not that many flat corners on the GP tracks. A lot of it is quite rough and bumpy anyway. Yeah, I tried the Honda and it doesn't turn for me at all. So I change tyres back and forth. I'm gonna leave it stock. I'm gonna leave it stock. I'm messing about with it a lot. Let me copy over Venus. Try, but actually no, we'll copy over the entirety of Venus. So mid-soft 90, 120 on the rear, 15.2, 14.9, 20 on the brakes. We've got... What is this? Hang on. Yeah, I have no idea why I've changed that so much. That's 5.2. That's a very long way in the other direction. 15, 12, 10, 125, or 125, before I get bullied by the Americans. 2.5, 15, 9. I feel like geometry is always the most important part to this. It can make such a big difference. Always forget you've got to click the other direction on that. 5, 6. I'll keep it standard for now. Save that. Load the stream back up. See how it goes. Yeah, I'm a bit lost at the moment, to be honest, Connor. I thought I had it all figured out, and then in the space of one day, it can all be taken away. Oh, no, that did turn fairly tightly, which I'm surprised by, with like the rod length being maxed out. Like me when I see James Charles. I mean, what? What did he say? I'm going to have to put a sound mod on this, because I can't stand the KTM sound. Does it get close to hitting the quad? It does get very close, and I was nowhere near having a good run through that roller section either, so that fills me with confidence. I feel like it's a fast bike. It doesn't feel fast. I think it's because of the sound that it doesn't feel fast, but it is. Right, how do we handle this uphill? I think that was my fault. I kind of sat down halfway. I should have been sat down the whole time or stood up the whole time. Really struggled to try and get into that inside rut, so I had to go to the outside over all the bumps. Do you know, a rule, someone else might know this. When it comes to engine sounds on this, does every bike follow the same format in terms of how they blend different sounds together? So, if I was to take, like, the factory RM 450 sound and put it on the OEM KTM 450, would it still sound exactly the same in the same places? Or do the rev ranges change things? Because I love that Suzuki sound, especially the rev limiter. I mean, I can always give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I can just reset it, can't I? Oh my lord. Jesus Christ. Yo, yeet. Again. It's one of them crashes that I don't expect and don't feel like I've done too much wrong. There was just a random another bump that I've hit that's made my front end going in a straight line. Which I feel like it should absorb and that not happen. Yeah, it's made me go that way rather than actually absorbing the bump and keeping me going. I feel like I can hit that bump the same way on other laps and it will absorb it rather than wash me out. I try staying sat down the whole way. Just don't know how far I have to lean. I wish the replay mode had like a lead indicator of your degrees. I don't think... Does Max HUD... I have not got Max HUD installed. God damn it. I'm leant over so far. And it's not like it's off camber in the wrong way. The track's leaning with you. Yeah. I just don't know. Thank you very much, Snow. I appreciate that. Once I get going, to be fair, I forget that it's on, but it's very different for me recording-wise now. Like, very awkward. And I can't just hop on and start recording, like playing and recording either. I have to actually, like, get up, properly get dressed, wash my hair at the bare minimum if I don't take a full shower. Whereas I just used to be able to live in my own filth. Just used to sit here in underwear some days when it's too hot. Can't do that anymore. I heard this. I think that was a swing arm collision that I heard hit the floor in that corner. Yeah, swing arm or foot pegs hitting the ground the whole way around that corner as well. Which that's weird how different bikes have different collision points. Because I don't hear it on a lot of them, but the Austrian bikes have always had like quite early on collisions. Whatever the suspension is, it's not liking me going through that roller section. Turn. please. Thank you. Yeah, gotta wear different clothes as well. Like the shirt that I'm wearing right now is far too small for me since I'm a hefty boy these days. But it's the only thing that I've got clean at the moment, so gotta run with it. Can't wear the same shirt for 3 days in a row. Unfortunately, I do own a lot of just plain black or plain white shirts, so it will look like I'm wearing the same thing fairly often. Oh. Yo, I yeet. I'm glad someone gets the reference. It's an MT related shirt. God, I don't get it, man. The weight just feels in the top of my head, so it just flops over from side to side. It just starts one way and then it just like yeets me. I don't feel like I've turned too sharply there either. I feel like that's quite a slow transition from side to side, but it's the front wheel that's lifted off the ground and caused me to off myself. Adjust the fork height. Again, which way? Which way do you want me to adjust it? 20? I feel like raising it up to 20 is a bit extreme. Fork height would make it turn sharper, having the fork height that high. Because the fork height is the gap between the clamps and the top of the forks. Is that right? No, it wouldn't. It'd make it stiffer, sorry. Because it would drop them, drop them down. So then it would, yeah, mate, I'll try it. It's worth a shot. Let's give it a go. We'll try it. Again, if every setting in the game was actually labelled, not half and half, then it would be nice to be able to try and make your own custom setups. Transfers more weight to the front, which can be good and bad, right? Based on that, that explains why my back tyre was just sliding more in that corner, because there's no weight on the back anymore. Definitely made it stiffer, just doesn't want to turn anywhere near as much now. Yeah, I mean, none of the bikes should need beyond that, but even on the last set of OEMs, I was running 15 to 20 fork height, so was Hurls as well, and he was the fastest person in the game, so I'm not going to pretend that realistic values are a thing on this game. Well, at least we survived it that time. I might turn it down a little bit though, because I feel like 20 is a bit of an extreme. I don't think we should be maxing out anything. I'll try something like 15. Okay, it does make it a little bit on the stiff side. Oh my goodness. This just feels so it feels so slow. The thing is, I've always been a big NA enjoyer. I had my best GP race at this track as well. I've always enjoyed it on any game that I've played. So if I can't go fast around NA on these bikes, I'm a lost cause. Uh-oh. 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 Real life. Yeah, let's turn it down a little bit. Try 15. Put on aggressive. I feel like it's just gone to a bit of an extreme, so we'll mess around a little bit. Nice. Let's try this out then.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Now we don't really turn. What the fuck? How does this feel stiffer when I've made the bike shorter, if that makes sense? Maybe that fork offset and the rod length does change a lot. Yeah, now I just feel like the bike doesn't want to turn at all. Ugh, what is this, man? I don't understand how people actually like this bike at all. Did get over the quad at last, which is nice. Yeah, fuck that. Not riding the KTM. I haven't chosen it, James, so I'm going across all of them and finding nothing that I'm enjoying so far. And the thing is, people can't say it's through lack of trying now, because I'm trying everything on different tracks and different suspensions. I swear I'm getting ill, by the way. I've started coughing quite a lot. So this... Oh, I've got a few setups here. I think XXX was my Supercross setup. Why would I want to run that here? We'll try everything, actually. So we'll try... How different are these to each other? Oh, they are quite a bit different. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Try a few different things. Try different tyres and stuff as well. Put 7 litres in just to be fair. I'm all up for trying different things. Maybe an old suspension might work just by pure luck. Tracked a lot better through that corner than the KTM did. Did want to go inside there, but I just oversteered in the corner before. Up and over. Oh, not quite clean. Right, let's just slow it down. Still managed to clip my handlebars on the inside. Big skill issue. Try and chill out a little bit, rather than keep jumping off the side of the track everywhere. Let's try and stay stood up around here. Nice. Throw her sideways. Slam on the brakes, because no engine braking. Tiptoe. Easy does it, and sit down into the corner, lean forwards. Stand up all the way around here, a little bit higher. Not going to go for the big boy line, going to check up. Turn. Turn. Thank you. Here you are, yeet. Right, this is one of the hills I just really missed the engine braking on, because I feel like the bike doesn't stop at all now. I feel like we used to be able to go down that hill a lot faster. Right. Tiptoe through here. Not try and go too fast. Okay, okay. TM. Oh, for God's sake. I know you have to be nice as well, Reaper, so I appreciate when you still find little ways of inadvertently saying when a bike's not good. But to be fair to the OEM pack as a whole, that TM is a whole other beast of pain and suffering compared to the other bikes. I have no idea how the TM's always been so bad, even in other bike packs it's been awful. So I feel like I'm going faster in a straight line on the Yami than I did on the KTM, but I'm not getting over the jump. Make it make sense. If we're talking in terms of comfortability right now, this one feels at least like the most bearable so far. As I eat shit. I'll take credit for that one. The nation, I don't know when the actual event is, but the qualifying for the nations is on the 28th, so got a lot of time. My brain just shut off. I thought I was on the downhill before the finish. That's why I checked up. It's oversteering, go crazy. Yeah, I feel like I'm inside the Yamaha more, whereas on the KTM I feel like I'm like above it, even on the lowest setting. So you could be right on that. It might feel slow. I don't know how you don't play this game with sound. I couldn't do it. Same as when people play with like really loud music. I need to listen to the
Chili's.
engine. I feel like audio is like over 50% of the game for me. I'm going to try and get to that inside. I was nowhere near making it. Try the outside down here though, see if the suspension on this is any better than what it was on the KTM. It actually is. Okay. No, I feel like it gets to a limit with FOV where if you go too high, you just hinder yourself because you can't react to things coming up quick enough. Even if you're going slowly, it feels like everything's coming at you at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get that quad if I didn't get it on that run. I literally wheelied the entire way up without shutting off, so that should be maximum
Hi,
speed.
welcome to Chili's.
My camera settings is 115 FOV, 115, not 150, 0 tilt and 31 pitch. I can't do that off camber. I don't know why. I never struggled with it before. Just can't get the bike to track around there like I want it to. Oh, nice. Why does my bike keep... I feel like I must be hitting something on the takeoff for that jump, because the bike just keeps twitching on the takeoff and messing up my trajectory. Why is the front... What? What? Why is the front end knifing on the takeoff of a jump? Nice. Right, so I need to stiffen the front end up a little bit, which you guys are saying increase the spring a little bit. Increase preload to stiffen the suspension and reduce sag. No. Which one is affects how quickly the fork compresses. So if I make that a bit stiffer, that should stop that. And then also with the oil, decreasing increases the spring stiffness in the last part. It's already pretty bloody low as it is. We'll try 90. That's what I mean. So I've just seen an issue, tried to fix it through setup by doing what I think it needs to happen, but it's probably completely the wrong way of going about it because I don't know anything about setups. I'm just doing what the game says. So it's like, to me, if it's bottomed out, then I should make it so it doesn't bottom out as much, which are those settings I've just done. But usually it doesn't work that way. Now I'm scared that the front's going to be too stiff. Yeah, yeet. Oh, well, that was a pretty good run over it. I'm going to go to the outside here. We'll stay away from all the rough stuff on the inside. I might see if I can make the bike a little bit shorter, because I'm struggling to get it like turned in some of these tighter corners. I mean, even the longer ones like this, I'm struggling a little bit. But when that turn tightens up towards the edge of it, and as soon as it starts going a little bit tighter towards the end, that's when I can't get the bike leaned over further than I already am. That just went in the fucking straight line. Again, this is to do with suspension and just game wonkiness, but which I don't know how to fix. Used to be able to fix it just by standing up in a corner. But when I've gone into it, it's the suspension's compressed, which has then made the bike stand itself upright. And it's just bounced and it's gone forwards rather than going around. So I don't know what to do to change that. Didn't mess me up on the takeoff of that jump now though, so that might have helped a little bit there. I'm going to go second route, because inside one seems to be a little bit too sharp to turn in. Wow, I see how it is, Damien. .140, I feel like that's a terrible lap time. Yeah, I didn't find SD's suspension guide helped at all. It just told you what the settings are, not what to do to achieve a certain outcome. The game tells me what the settings are. Unless he's updated it since it first came out. Oh god, oh Jesus Christ. In terms of like base bike feel, I can see myself sticking with the Yami the most at the moment. And then hopefully over time I'll slowly work on adjusting the suspension, but I just don't feel like the weight is in the right place at all on any of these bikes, where it just flops over from side to side, especially in the slow stuff. Unfortunately, you won't be able to qualify for Nations Rum. It's more of like an invite thing this time, where you get invited to qualify rather than it being open to everyone. but qualifiers for it are on the 28th. It's going to be qualifying races. No, there's no point, Smiggy. Like, for fun, yeah, why not? But from a competitive sense, there's 0 point in riding 350s if you're going to be against a bunch of 450s. I need engine braking, boys. This is throwing me off so much going into these corners, and the bike's just coasting forever. No, well, it's to do with how you done throughout the year in terms of where you placed in various championships. So, like, Rum didn't race at all. So there was people that done better than him. I'm afraid I can't answer that question, Damien. I think you'll have to ask your favourite YouTuber. Talk to the hand. Ask your favourite YouTuber, ReaperDoc, instead. Right, so this XXX setup I've got on felt okay. So now we're going to mix things up a little bit. We're going to go down the VC route instead. And if this feels like arse cheeks, then we'll go back to XXXXX. I've got a full settings video on the channel. Just click on my name, and it's like the intro video, whatever you want to call it, that you first see when you go on the channel. It's all good stuff. Is Troy actually from Guam, though? Or is it just that thing of getting to ride for a B team? I'd done the face reveal before 100k just so I could do it on my own terms, because with this upcoming LAN event, I'm not sure how much of it is kind of like fully televised, how much is actual cameras, but there's going to be people there in the community that are going to see me anyway, and I thought, just for the sake of in case some rat decides to take a picture and just post it regardless, I'd rather do it on my own terms rather than it being done for me. So that's why. It's fine. It's done now, isn't it? Like, the band-aid's ripped off. Definitely, I definitely made more of a big deal out of it than I needed to. No, he's not. What's going on here then? I mean, if we want to mix things up, can we just dedicate one of the nations that doesn't have 3 riders to like a YouTube team and then try and qualify that way? Because I feel like I'm probably not going to qualify for Great Britain at this rate. I think Aiden's got my number on these books. Should we try? I'm going to try the inside up here. Keep taking it outside every single time and messing it up. Oh my god, the rut just disappears. Can we do a double from the inside? Oh, that was close. Oh, it's going to end in tears. It's going to be pain. Well, can we be like... Can we take like Team Zimbabwe or something? Because I feel like there's not 3 Zimbabweans that play this game. And then we can dedicate that to the YouTube team. Now you should be on Team America, shouldn't you, Jackson? Although, to be fair, I think the US team's got to be so difficult to get into this year. I mean, depending on if you're riding 450, depending on what class you go in, you're going to have to be against like skills or racks. If you're in 250s, you're going to have to go against like Keegan or Casanova for the spot. It's wild. So I don't I don't envy USA riders at all. But it does mean that whoever does make it through, you're going to have a solid team in every class regardless. I keep feeling comfortable on this bike for a couple of corners and then it'll stand itself up randomly and it'll throw me off again. So I just... Oh, yeah, turned too tight that time. Hella annoying. Let's try rut number 2, see if this one has a rut that goes the entire way. Well, it does. Might be able to double from this one. Jump too far. I need to be further over to the left-hand side when I land, because the takeoff is bigger. I tried to try the inside here. I'm just not stopping. Oh my goodness. Team GB is stacked, yes, but I honestly feel like the US will win. I hate to be Mr. Negative Nelly, but especially with us missing someone like Helms, who I think is one of the only people that can just straight up beat skills on a one-on-one race, I feel like we're lacking a little bit. Made 10,000 off you, and the ads are really bad. I've turned on like the YouTube automatic ad thing now. They came out with an update recently, but if it's too much, I can turn it off again. I used to just put them in myself every now and then, but I thought if it can do it for me, then I'll just let it run its own thing. No, I don't think Hells is going to return. He's said himself that he doesn't play any video games anymore. It's not just he doesn't play MX bikes. He's just doing real world stuff these days. I think I'm on moderate right now. I think it's like every 10 minutes or so, around that mark.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, boys. I'm on the struggle bus. And I don't know which one of my two setups I like more now, actually. In terms of which one I feel most comfortable on. Because this setup really isn't far away from stock at all, I don't think. I'm sure that's something I can change as we go on. I will say, since I've started editing the videos in a different way as well, the number of people subscribing has shot up, and then yesterday's video done really, really well in terms of views. And obviously the watch time was a lot longer than usual as well, since I had face cam throughout the entirety of it. I did mess up a little bit though. There was meant to be a video today, but it just ended up not going too well. So I've got one recorded for tomorrow. I just need to edit it, which I'll do once this stream's over. Apparently taking off on the right side let jump sends you a lot further than the left, which I had no idea about. It's alright, I've only done 4 30-minute plus 2 lap motos on this track, and a bunch of qualifying beforehand, and a bunch of testing today, and I've only just found out that the right side sends you further. I might need to increase my brake sensitivity, you know, now there's no engine braking. Because I have it pretty damn low, but if I'm physically not stopping for corners, then we're going to have a bit of an issue. Catch me in turn 1, just wiping everybody out from the far inside. God, I'm trying to be so sensitive whilst turning in that little west bend. Alright, I mean, I'm definitely going to jinx myself again, but we're getting a little bit of a flow going now, I feel like. At least the most flow that I've had so far. Could just be because Erne's my baby, and I've always enjoyed riding Erne. Yeet. Oh, look, easy quad. That's so funny. Can't believe it's taken me this long to learn that. I think Chicken's one of the main people in terms of that Breezy. I can't remember who was on the Great Britain list, but he's taken like 3 from each class, I guess, and put them into a list. And there'll be the 3 that are racing against each other at the qualifying on the 28th. I think so, Aiden's in my group, annoyingly. I say annoying because Aiden's been getting pretty damn quick recently. I'll be happy for you if you do, Aiden, like genuinely. Because I know that you'll put a lot more effort into the actual event than I will. So I think it'll be better for the team. It'll be poor for me in terms of content, because I don't think I'm allowed to do any commentating stuff anymore. But it should be fun. God damn it. Am I able to check? Let me check something real quick. Bring this over here. See all my porn history. Where's my MXP? Let's have a look at something real quick. So that lap that I just ran, it was... I had a 137.0. I want to see how far off that is. There we go. I want to see how far off this is. So, upcoming races. Do you still have to log in to go to upcoming races? Yes, you do. Right, moving back over here. Log in. There we go. I did, Austin. I've not bothered typing up a reply to it yet. It's a bit difficult for me at the moment, just where, like, in my name I've got like FXR times G Fuel times probably something else shortly as well once things develop a bit further. And I just don't want to keep adding more and more stuff. It becomes a little bit difficult to keep up with. Hang on. MX BGP. So NA MX1. Hoping it should be enough. Then we go down to my boy Ernie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cass has done a 32 and I'm sat at a fucking 37. Like, how pathetic is that? Can anyone remember, did we qualify in the wet? I have a feeling that we did. This fan's doing my hair dirty, by the way. Let's put it all to the side. Smooth it over. Let's comb it all over. Cover the shit hairline up. There we go. Perfect. So I'm faster in terms of speed than I was last year, but I'm 5 seconds off the speed of the other little gremlins that play this game. And you tell me where I gained 5 seconds, because I couldn't tell you that. That's what I mean. It's like, some people might look at it and be like, yeah, you're going fine. But then if I try and compare it to people I'm going to be racing against, it's absolute shit. Oh, it's a good thing you can't see, actually. Let me put this back on. How do I... Like, why has this moved so much? Ah, that's fine. You can now see the crash that I've just had. Great crash. How can you say, not really, you had a shit lap and it was a 33, which is still 4 seconds quicker than I've run? Nice. Nice. You can see why I don't ride them. Like, I think you can't say either that I've not tried throughout the course of this stream. Like, I'm trying to learn them, and it's just not doing it for me, so you can see why I don't have fun on them. And since this is my job, I think I'd rather have fun when I play it, rather than struggling the whole time, which is why I just hop on and ride Factory just for a laugh every now and then. I'll just go over all the ruts. Lovely. Twitching constantly up the hills. You know what? That's fine. We'll just go around them bales and them markers. I think the biggest thing is there's no part of me that likes grinding the game anymore. I like just hopping on and having fun or doing a race now and then. So the fact that I will have to sit here and do a shit ton of grinding to try and get my head around these bikes is what puts me off. It doesn't appeal to me so much. Like, I've done my hours, you know. I've done the grinding part of this game when I enjoyed grinding it. And I just like playing it for some fun these days. My big thing is I'm such a sore loser. Like, I hate getting beaten. Which is going to happen a lot now. Slow it down to get to this inside. Nice. Going to try outside here, which is probably going to end poorly. I'm lent forwards, I'm lent forwards, I'm lent forwards, I'm lent forwards. It's good, it's fine. Take off on the slightly higher spot. Jam on the brakes to accommodate for the engine braking. Over to the left, stand up around here so the suspension doesn't compress too hard. I'm not going to triple off of this. I'm just going to check up. We're going to scrub. We're going to double. We can hit a little tyre tap. Oh, I've jumped this a bit far. Triple down the hill. Get on the brakes early. Flip the throttle a little bit to try and get some sort of engine braking in there. Very gentle, leaning from left to right. This is probably going to be like a... what do we reckon? What do we think? I want you to give me lap times in the chat. Because that, to me, felt really, really good. And knowing that I'm probably still going to be about 3.5 seconds off is going to be really disheartening. What? Where do I gain 4 seconds from on that? Please explain to me where you gain 4 seconds on that. Hang on. I want to look at something here. Hang on. Let's do this. Because I've not watched Cass's lap yet. And I want to see if he's baited himself out. If I can find it. Here he is. Right. How many laps has this fucker done? None. He's gone into replay, so we can't see how many attempts he's had. But he's running no shadows. He might be on a low-res version. Actually, he's got no objects. He's on a low-res version. It's easier for him to see. Does he? Oh, it'll probably show at the end, won't he? Otherwise... Does it show? Aha, hang on. Doesn't... How many laps has he done? Doesn't... Oh, was it in a race? No, it wasn't in a race. It was in a qualifying server. So I don't know how many attempts he's had. So I couldn't tell you. It was in a race. Jesus Christ. Why are people racing on this track already? Is Cass doing 450s now? Or is this a 250 with a different skin? Trying to, I just realized, sorry, I'm such a fucking retard, you can't even see. There we go. But yeah, I was hoping it'd be like a first-person camera where you see up in Max HUD how many laps they've run. I like watching people when they post hot lap videos and they're on lap like 200. That was clean. I still don't think it's worth 4 seconds though. Do an open, okay. Goes outside there. Is it just like a thing then that these bikes don't do insides anymore, so everyone just goes outside everywhere all the time? I don't know then. I can't argue with it. Like, the time's not going to lie, but it doesn't look 4 seconds faster than what I just done, which is what's confusing to me. See if I can find this now. God, how long have I been sat here not playing? There we go. That did cost me a lot of time. Not 4 seconds worth though, that's spread out across the entirety of the lap. I think it's just faster everywhere. And I'll need to try outside down here as well, because I think that middle looks quite slow. Oh no. I really don't think it looks that much slower. But it must be. Yeah, I'm not real. This is AI generated, by the way. I'm not a real person. I don't know if I actually have it in me to sit here and try and go for hot laps, if I'm honest. Oh, there she goes. Hold on, dear buddy. Should we try some other tracks out? Or should I try and reload this on the KTM and see if it helps me at all? Now that I've kind of got the track down a bit more. I think I did try the Venus setup, didn't I? Yeah. I am trying, Aiden. It's just I can't put the bike where I want it to go. And the bike doesn't feel anywhere near as nimble in the air for me anymore. So like trying to wheel tap stuff and scrub stuff feels so off for me now. Actually feels like a big girl. Zero traction in this corner. Nice. Well, default. Actually, let me reset the track as well. Dealing with them ruts on the flat turn. That's why I don't understand how everyone's lap times are so much quicker than what they used to be as well. I mean, even my lap time just now on the Yamaha was faster than my qualifying lap on the last OEMs, but it just feels awful, like it feels slow. I'm guessing they're just a lot straighter in a fast line. Yeah, something weird about the KTM's handling for me that I can't quite put my finger on. The Yamaha definitely feels more natural, but I'm wondering how much of that is down to it being the main 450 that I used in the last OEM pack. I just feel so slow. God. New Hell Machine track? Well, that's fucking annoying. He usually DMs me when he's going to release stuff. I had a video ready for tomorrow, but I'm going to have to go and record something different now, aren't I? Sake. The one time I get a good drive, I almost loop my Larry. I definitely feel like the back end just goes the complete opposite direction of where I want it to go every time I leave the ground. Like, it makes no fucking sense at all. And I'm not sure if it's just because of how much traction these bikes have now or what, but when I take off this, I feel like my back end should come out to the left whilst I'm turning. So I'm turning, the back end should come out this way, but it doesn't. It hooks and goes back to the right, which fucks up my trajectory. And then same with this one. I expect the back wheel to go to the left, and it doesn't. It just goes underneath me. And then this next one here, I feel like I should be going this way. Which it does there, but then it kind of somehow that happens, and it goes to the right. So I never feel like the bike's going where I want it to go. Please, for the love of all that is fucking holy, just turn. I must be a broken record at this point, but I've never felt so detached from a motorbike in my life. I feel like I've got so little control on where it goes. I really am trying. And to be fair, to just ride it around the track, absolutely fine, no problem. But to try and go the pace that these crackheads are riding at, I have no understanding. Again, I don't know why the back end's going to that direction. There's what's skills like on these bikes, by the way? Because I've seen in a lot of the factory races recently. And I did hear someone say that he prefers the factory bikes. That didn't even fucking count. Oh, God. Yeah, I tried the banana a little bit. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. Replay will tell me how fast I was going though. I was going 12-ish miles an hour, 11, 10, and I still couldn't just do a corner. That was attempt number 1. How fast was I going on number 2? Oh, we're going a little bit fast this time. 20 miles an hour, lean over, bike twitches, stands itself up, go in a straight line off the track. No comment. Keep it in third gear since I usually shift up to third as soon as I exit the corner. Engine braking doesn't actually do anything now anyway, so I don't know if it really matters changing down into the corners. Did that lap count? Because that one felt awful. That was a 36.6, so that was very similar to my Yami lap that did feel good, but again, is still 4 seconds off of where I need to be. And I'm not sure where I gained 4 seconds. Holy suspension. Or holy lack of suspension. I swear I'm hitting like the one bump on the face of that jump. It just sends me up in the air rather than forwards. This thing doesn't tyre tap anywhere near as good as the Yami does. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What the fuck was that? Why did my bike just get yeeted to the left in mid-corner? Oh my goodness. I just discovered infinite traction for a second mid-corner. That was wild. That didn't fucking count anyway, but what? I need to watch that again. What just happened? I must have clipped a peg or something on the inside of the... or the outside of the inside rut. I just got yanked so far to the left. Was my handlebar? What was it? I don't know what it was. Let's have a look. We'll slow it down. Yeah, it was the bars hitting the floor. Which is one of my issues on these bikes. I feel like you've got to lean them so far over to get them to turn that you're always at risk of dragging your handlebars everywhere. I feel like part of that's on the bike because you haven't got to lean that far on factory ones, but a lot of it's to do with base game. We've definitely always had to lean over way further than necessary for a motocross bike to turn. But just GP bikes 2.0 things. Oh. Exactly the issue, Timothy. If you go a little bit wider, you run the risk of just getting pinged over the top of the rut. If you go too far inside, you run the risk of dragging your handlebars. So it's pick your poison, really. Which do you want to flirt with? I'm not sure how long you've been in the stream for, Manalab, but literally for the last 2.5 hours we've been going into replaying after each crash and working out what's gone wrong. So I'm afraid what you just said there is completely invalid. When I crash on the factory bikes, I know what I've done wrong. When I crash on these bikes, I don't know what I've done wrong, which is what we're trying to work out. Which is what I've spent the last 2.5 hours trying to work out. I'd love to have a mullet. I wish I could grow out a mullet. wasn't blessed with the best genetics in the hair department, unfortunately, so kind of got to run what I've got. If it gets to a certain length, it just starts curling as well, so it wouldn't even grow out long enough. It'll just turn into like a waffaro. Would you say a 36.9 is a low 36 lap time? I wouldn't say it's a low 36 lap time, though. It is a 36. Yeah, I reckon Turkey will probably be in the schedule at some point. Get the hair fixed up. I've had a look already, by the way. Not in Turkey, but in the UK. And I inquired at one place, and they wanted £6,000. 6? I was like, Jesus. I was like, am I that bothered by it? Yeah, I just don't think I can justify spending 6,000 just yet on a bit of hair. Are we talking about this track, by the way? Because from what I've seen, the 36 is dog shit. If people are running 32s, 33s, the 36 is like very, very mid. Which is part of the reason why I'm getting annoyed that I can only run 36s. I've got no idea, Atom. Suspension does not feel good at all. So I'm not sure where that's from. I feel like I'm riding a brick right now. Lombardia? What did I run on Lombardia? I think I tried the other night. I think I... Oh shit, I can't remember now. I want to say I ran like a 39 on Lombardia on the TM. But then again, like, no disrespect to Willie, but I know on the build-up to... What was the last round? At the build-up to Trentino, he had a lap time that was like 2 seconds quicker than me, and when it came to race, I ended up doing quite well, and I don't think he done very well. So I have to take lap times with a pinch of salt at the moment. It was cool seeing you in the HSM series last week, planning on racing that again. A lot of it's spur of the moment, to be honest, Mouse. If I'm awake at that time and I check out my MXB and there's a race going on, then yeah. But I'm not going to dedicate to it every single week, in all honesty. What's the time? I reckon I'll go for like another 15 minutes. And then I'll disappear so I can record a video on that Hell Machine track. I want to try out the Cowie around here as well. Wouldn't it be funny though if I hopped on the TM when I went faster? I get if the Cowie makes it over the quad, then we might have to reconsider our options. But riding around Lockett, it didn't. It felt very slow. Like, really slow. Do I have the romp suspension? I do not. Romp. There he is. Shout out Rompadonk. I think he means 36.9 being low as in a low lap time, not a 0.9 being low in the 36 second range. So I'm not sure if the words have just been misinterpreted there. It's so slow. I have to shut off there on all the other bikes. This one I can just crank her over and keep her going. Oh, we still got that line though. Can we get the quad? Yo, yeet. Get the brake. Oh, barely. I can see. Barely. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on, dear buddy. Yeah, there's a lot of people tend to impersonate YouTubers on this game, so if you do bump into one of us in a public server, take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, a lot of the time, it's not actually us. I very rarely tend to run my actual name in game these days, anyway. See, the Cowie absorbed the face of that jump, where the KTM would always rebound me in the other direction. Yeah, I don't run my name anymore. I think my name in game at the moment's Oof. Just Oof. Yo, yeet. Quad God. Oh my goodness, now I'm turning too tight. I might just have to take the loss of power for the sake of control. Because I feel so much better in the turns on this. Never mind. We'll do one last Hail Mary before we go. For the memes, for the culture. The early face reveal, Tyler, was just because where we're going to the LAN in November time, it'll probably be done anyway. So I thought I'd just do it now for the sake of it, to get it all out of the way. What do I want to do? I want to go to Lombardia. Romperdonk. Can't show off the settings on this one because Reaper says so. Got to keep it to myself. We'll see how this goes. If I beat a 36.6 in my first couple of laps, I'm going to cry. We shall see. This bike feels like hella skinny. I'm guessing it's just the model. Yeah, the bike feels so slim compared to the others.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, maybe the TM doesn't feel that fast in a straight line after all. Feels a little bit sluggish. Turn, you bastard, come on. Thought you was going somewhere else with that for a second, Reaper. It's alright, we're just them signs, they're just a suggestion. Track boundaries aren't enforced unless there's tape or rope around the track. It's just markers. You know what? For the fans, yo yeet. No, he was right the first time. Same as cows. Or baby cows, calves, calves. Knives. So did you know, fun fact, about the English language, you know when we say sheep, to be singular and plural, the word sheeps with an S on the end can actually exist if you're referring to multiple breeds of sheep. Sheep without an S on the end, when it's plural, refers to lots of the same sheep, whereas sheeps with an S relates to lots of sheep of a different breed. So there's a little fun fact of the day. Fuck off, Jackson. I could be wrong. I know Mr. Neil deGrasse Tyson does talk a lot of bollocks. He likes people to know that he's right, but that's come from his mouth, and I think he's a lot smarter person than I. Yeah, I wouldn't really say that we've made much progress today, boys, if I'm honest. Been going for almost 3 hours, and I feel like I am exactly where I was when I started. Which is a bit of an L. Really not going to lie to you. But either way, you've had a lovely face cam. I did, actually, can I tab out real quick, load up Steam. One thing that'll be quite cool is if I ever get to the point where I stream other games, like horror games, I can just turn off my lights, like here. This is my just normal bedroom light, but hang on. Don't gonna screenshot the dumpy. Man got cake. Yeah. If I turn off this light, we can play horror games, or alternatively, I can have these lights on. And do these? No, they don't adjust at the same time anymore. How do I do this? Not that. It is in. Is it in here? No. Is it in here? No. Is it in here? Link accessory controls, apply. Or I could turn these off, turn them on. I can blind myself just on and off constantly. Or I can turn the lights yellowish, although the camera does kind of pick up the yellow light and turns it blue again. So we can mix things up a bunch. So I mean my bedroom lights are off right now, but my key lights in my room are keeping everything like super bright. So I could turn them off completely. Or we could do this. Really depends. This is, I usually run them like this. This is 15% light, by the way. But yeah, horror games could be fun, because we could just turn it off. We can sit in the dark, and that's it. But yeah, that's going to be me for the stream today, boys. I'd be lying if I said I had fun, or I made any progress. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going to do every single one of these on stream, because I don't think there's much need to. But I wanted some of you to see that I'm at least trying to get better on them and not just complaining about them for the sake of it. Like, there's legit reasoning behind it. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me crash repetitively, and hopefully that makes me a little bit more like relatable, a little bit more human for you. And I've got to go and record a video now, which is really annoying. So thank you very much, Hell Machine, for releasing a track this late in the day. So I'll catch you guys next time, which will be... I don't know when it'll be, because I'm not streaming the race tomorrow. I'm going to record it, but oh well, either way. Let's load this up, and goodbye.